If he buys back, what's he got? A Gush, a Mech, a Blink. That's about it. Anchor Smash is good.
Good point.
But I feel like he should just go all in on the Refresher here, because if they get the right double Ravage, that's game winning completely.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, these Dire supports are finally getting some farm. We'll see FNG make some progress towards an Aghanim Scepter, though still rather far away. The Rubik's the big one. Glimmer Cape and Blink Dagger. Since Lil's been able to pick up these mobility items, we've seen a much bigger impact out of his Grand Magus.
C2Y coming forward.
Yeah, only one outer tower remaining for eHome, and it looks like VP won't press the issue, at least not for now.
Phobos for now is just saving buyback. In case he does get killed at the start of the fight without using Ravage, he's going to need it. So that's the dangerous part.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's no point in just buying the extra pieces. You either save for buyback or you buy the whole Refresher. Okay,
but he's got the surplus.
Yep, 100 gold. So definitely want to pull for buyback till you can buy the entire thing. VP just doing the dance. They may want to wait out until they have enough gold for the Refresher.
Lanham's still trying to scout things out. He's got a Solar Crest, but I don't really think that's the item this game. The right click from Gyrocopter, he's got an MKB already. Mm-hmm. Does he have an item coming? It's an Observer Ward. Careful.
Oh, watch out. Oh, G, very far forward. eHome, maybe thinking about initiation here. Looking at Dire Vision. They don't have a hell of a lot. It is nighttime after all. eHome.
He's thinking about ulti.
No, he gets punched. G. There we go. Walrus Punch to get things started. Call down gets queued up from Illidan. Laguna Blade almost finishes off G. Can they get him? They will.
He's going to buy back.
Yang chases him down. Illidan also drops. Phobos comes in with a Ravage, but BKBs were on. It's a disaster for the Dire this go-around. G comes right back into the fight, gets off the Sonic Wave, but there's just no follow-up. He'll take a Walrus Punch, has to blink defensively. Now VP just trying to get out of here. FNG's TP gets interrupted. G locked in place, and this could be a dieback if they can catch him, but no. He'll make it out for now. Phobos falls to Yang. 4 dead on the side of VP. Really 5, including the buyback. And this could be it. Have eHome finally done it here, Purge? It's nearly a 10,000 gold swing.
I mean, why did that fight go so bad? They got to initiate first, I guess. The Quap basically just ran away. I feel like he maybe should have used his BKB instead, honestly, because the first fight is tough. But Razor was just wrecking damage there. He must have sapped a lot from somebody. The Ravage was kind of weak. It went through 2 BKB heroes, caught 2 supports on the edge, but there was no follow-up, and you need the follow-up.
Mm-hmm. And the Ravage just, the BKBs were on. It's tough at this stage of the game. Finding that perfect Ravage is really difficult. They need him to initiate out of Fog, and instead it was eHome that got the jump on VP.
Like, they shouldn't have been sitting around the Tier 2 tower. Like, it's 54 minutes in the game. This might as well be a 70-minute game as far as I'm concerned. Tier 2 towers are nothing at this point. Mm-hmm. It's all about the team fight, and there's no way to sit there and let them fish for you for that long. And they let them fish, and they caught them.
Well, G throws a less than ideal ult there. Fills about 1 creep as they start to siege. Buyback now used by the Tidehunter. There are 0 buybacks remaining for Virtus Pro. This is it. They need to make a hold here. Remember, they don't have any Tier 4 towers, so Throne is exposed in favor of eHome. They get the Tier 3 tower. There is a glyph for the Dire side. Razor will go ahead and pick up his Assault Kuros to make sieging even easier at this stage of the game. Rocket will chase him down. Okay.
It's a Ravage in 20, so they're not quite ready. Oh, they actually Glimmer Caped him in. Ravage up in 2, but his whole team is very far back.
Yeah, they'll hold for now. eHome don't press their luck. All right. Roche has respawned. This is Roche 3.
Basically nothing happened just now. Is what happened.
They got a Tier 3 tower, which is basically nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Roche is going to be there. They see it.
All right.
And they see a lot of eHome back. Will they be able to rush for it is the question. They have pretty good damage.
eHome have not scouted out the Roche pit. Taking a look at their vision right here, they only have a couple wards on the western side of the map, but nothing around the Roche area. It is VP that walks straight in. Can ROTK snipe the last hit again? He did it once.
Their team's going to get here in time, I think. It's not taking enough damage. And VP's got to be careful.
Looking at Dire Vision, they have no idea until they see the ice shards. They back out with Roche at about half health. In comes ROTK.
Yang gets the blink.
Uses the Shivas, but will miss. Okay.
That was so close. If he got punched there, Tidehunter would have been forced to Ravage, and they would have had to take that team fight. But he barely made it out. Absolutely clutch escape. And now the dance for Roche.
Yeah, it's on a hairpin trigger here. And for VP, they just have no lane control in this top. They constantly have to worry about creeps coming in to poke their throne now that they're out of safety structures. Just 1 effigy remaining.
Same goes for eHome, really. I mean, they've got the Tier 4s up, but any bit that they can keep these alive is going to buy them time later in a point where it could be a base race.
Oh, nice track from Lanham. Gets that little bit of intel into the Roche pit to see exactly where Illidan is positioned.
Ice Shards, good steal. They can play with this. Blink
Oh,
forward.
ROTK goes in. They go right onto Illidan. He gets
He's dead.
BKB'd, and he's dead. No buyback there. Laguna and Winter's Curse enough to lock him in place. eHome will take the safe play and try to go for Roche while they have a 5v4 advantage, and then they'll hightail it straight to the Dire
Are they going
base.
to try this?
I think
No, there's
VP
no way.
have to. Phobos, does he? Or maybe they just back out.
They're not going to win this fight, I think. Oh, he actually gets hit.
All right, they'll hand the Roche over. Sonic Wave.
She tries to steal the gold, but
Noble effort. Short cooldown. Absolutely worth it to try.
it's the gyro is just worthless at this point. That's what's happening. He's getting Winter Cursed by DDC. He's got a Blink Dagger. He just Blink Winter's Curse, and then Lina throws an ult, and he's out of HP. He's only sitting at about 1,700, I think, somewhere around there. So Lina ult takes off more than half, and they easily have the right click on top of that.
Yeah, he could really use a Satanic at this point, just for the extra HP and having some way to try and lifesteal through, but he's so far away.
Even that I don't think is going to matter. The Satanic's 500 HP. If the Lina really wants to, she just two-shots him with the Refresher.
That's true.
And that's the issue. Like, their main carry, like, yeah, G's been doing great dishing damage out, but they really need a real carry to do the damage. You know what might be a solution? Lincoln Sphere. Either stop the Winter's Curse. He's popping his BKB in time, but all that stuff goes through Magic Immunity.
He's still just so far away, though. I don't think he'll have an opportunity to farm at this
G's
game.
got an Ultimate Orb right now. This could be a Hex, but I think it has to be a Lincoln Sphere. Because they need to keep the gyro alive.
It's their only hope.
Exactly. It's the only way to keep gyro stopping or not dying to the Lina ult.
This is so scary here, though, Purge. All 5 buybacks from eHome are available. None of the buybacks are available for Virtus Pro.
It's the last chance, and they've got their cooldowns. They're ready to go. Refreshers
They've
up on
got
time.
double Ravage.
He sold them back.
Oh, here we go.
Will they see it coming?
Well, it hasn't been revealed yet, so probably not. Glyph comes out right away to try and hold the barracks a bit longer. G off to the side. Phobos is smoked up.
Here he goes.
Broken. Ravage number 1. Connects on 2. ROTK will be able to BKB.
He's saving the second.
Phobos holding on to it for now. He hasn't even refreshed yet. eHome taking a surprising amount of damage.
He catches
There's
a
the
lot.
second Ravage.
Illidan's
He
alive.
could go
Nope,
down.
dead.
He's dead indeed. ROTK falls as G jumps out of the base. It's a good hold for VP for now, but the buybacks from eHome are coming. Now G outside of the base will be able to blink back. Barracks going down here, but Phobos
C2I
coming out of the
cheeses.
base. He's pretty tanky. Walrus Punch will lock him in place. Ice Shards to try and break up the back line. And now Phobos will certainly fall. The rest of VP on the back foot, headed towards the well. It's Yang in hot pursuit. He'll get the Ancient Apparition. G with the last-ditch Sonic Wave, but this seems to be the end here, Purge. It's eHome that will take a 2-0 over Virtus Pro and secure themselves top 4 in Group B of the International 5 group stages.
Oh, what an emotional game. Up and down. One team getting an advantage. VP getting the advantage back. They grabbed the core items, but in the end, the cores were just too strong against what VP were dealing with, and Gyro just didn't have the HP to survive those Lina ults. And CTY pulls through in the end with some awesome support play. Like, everybody on eHome just absolutely clutched it after the 40-minute mark. Like, at that point, they were like, we're winning this game, and they absolutely pulled it out.
What an incredible series. Game 1, super heated and action-packed. Game 2, even better. It came down to the bitter end. VP putting up one hell of a good fight, but in the end, they just couldn't do it. With that, folks, we're done for now. We're going to hand it back over to the analysts to see what they thought about that game.